stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard the tender whisper of love in the dead of night, and you tell me that you're pleased and that I'm never alone. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am.
Not everybody would give us the message that Jesus is the Christ. The great, wonderful grace of our text this morning is that we are called children. We are called children. That's how John begins this part in verse 18. We're children who have the promise of eternal life. And because we have the promise of eternal life, we must know certain things. We must know three things that John outlines for us. We must know the hour. We must know the truth. And we must know Jesus, the Son of God. That's how our verses begin. Children, it is the last hour. Those words penned 2,000 years ago. The last hour. It could end at any time. Jesus could blow through the sky and come back and make all things new. He could come and judge every single person at any time. It is the last hour. And as we wait for that, we must remember that there are false teachers. There are people that are against this truth that Jesus is the Messiah. A quick survey of John shows us that this is reality. In 1 John chapter 4, verse 3, again, we'll get to that soon enough. He says, every spirit which does not confess Jesus is not of God. This is the spirit of Antichrist, of which you heard that it was coming, and now it is in the world already. Then in 2 John, verse 7, he says, for many deceivers have gone out into the world, men who will not acknowledge the coming of Jesus, the Christ, in the flesh. Such a one is the deceiver and the Antichrist. And then in our text today, he says, who is the liar but he who denies that Jesus is the Christ? This is the Antichrist, he who denies the Father and the Son. It might be shocking for us to consider that some of us in this room or some of us listening on this live stream could fall into that category of being anti-Christ, not for Christ, against him. And John here is saying, wake up. Wake up and be confronted with your personal reality. Where are you at in this process, this spiritual journey of believing that Jesus is in fact the Christ?
I've seen many searching for answers far and wide, but I know It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. To